So look, this message is going to some of you guys that feel like you're all by yourself and no one's around you because you're trying to chase your dreams and your ambitions, but you feel like you're all by yourself. Let me explain something to you. I'm in my car right now. Obviously, no one is sitting next to me. No one's behind me. The only thing I got is this light here. If I close this, it's off. If I open this, it's on. I'm by myself. There's only one person I can talk to here. So what does this mean? Here's what it means. The first couple years of your business, you are going to get to a moment where this happens to you. You can't call your wife. You can't call your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend. You know why? Because you told them you have big dreams and ambitions and they believed you and they said, go for it. You can't call your friends because you told your friends you got big plans. You cannot call your peers. You cannot call anybody, not your parents, because you told your parents, I don't want to go to college and become a lawyer. I don't want to pursue and become that engineer. I want to go become a businessman, a salesperson, or an entrepreneur. And then all of a sudden you find yourself in a car like this all by yourself, talking to only one person, and it's you. And what do you do at this point? I've been in these types of situations many, many times. So you sit together by yourself. I'd go on appointments, 2-hour drive, 3-hour drive. I'm knocking on the door of the person to sell something that I'm going to make $1,500, that I need that $1,500 to make my car payment, my cell phone payment, and pay off my credit card for that month. And I'm knocking on the door. I see the drape moving. They don't open the door for me. And I drove 2.5 hours in traffic. I said, I see you. They're not opening the door. Sir, I see you. Not opening the door. I'm calling. They're not picking up. They're pressing again. I call again. They're pressing again. What do you do in that moment? What do you do in that moment? You know what I'm talking about. What do you do in that moment? What do you do when you go on all these sales calls or you do all these other things? You prepared a proposal. You put so much time into it. You're like, oh my gosh, this is going to make me $5,000. This is going to make me $2,500 or $10,000. And it doesn't go your way. Then after that appointment or the meeting or all day of making calls, sending emails, anything you do all day, there's going to come a time you get in your car and you're by yourself. What are you telling yourself when you're in a car by yourself? Here's what it sounds like. Is this even going to work for me? Is this even worth it? Why am I doing this? Why am I putting me and my body through this? What is this all about? Why not just go get a regular job and just have a peaceful life? I mean, what is really a big deal about having all the money anyways? Most people who have money are miserable anyways. Who cares about making millions? Who cares about traveling the world? Who cares about any of this stuff? Why do I care about having a Ferrari? I don't need to buy a Ferrari anyways, pay more money, pay more tax, have a big rest. I don't care. Why do I need to have a legacy? Who cares about having a big legacy? Why do I need to do that stuff? Why? Who am I trying to prove a point to? Why am I trying to prove a point that I got this? In those moments is whether you win or you lose because of what you tell yourself, because you don't, it's here where you become your own ally. I remember I would sit in an appointment. I would go to an appointment, it wouldn't work out. I'd come to my car and I would sit back and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I would close my eyes and I would visualize what this life is going to look like. And I would have to shut my eyes to believe in the dream that I have. And my visualization would go. Imagine a conversation you're having with your dad, with your mom, with your family. Imagine those moments where they say you're proud of you. They're proud of you. Imagine you're looking at yourself in the mirror. You're so proud of yourself. You're seeing your kids one day, private school, traveling together. You got great relationships. They want to be around you. They enjoy your company. Then later on, grandkids. And you've done such a good job and a legacy. They're so proud of their last names. You've made the money where you can go on the family times together. If something happens to them, you got the resources. I would go. And I would be in this dream of mine. And every single time I got to that point, rather than dwelling and asking those questions, I would go and dream. Every time I did that, you know what it was like? It was like going to Chevron gas station, like going to Shell, like going to Arco. Even Arco doesn't take credit cards. It's like going to those places. And you would dream. And you're refueled. And then you go back up again. But the challenge is most people, when they hit these moments, they don't go to the gas station. Unfortunately, when they get to these moments, they get too logical. And when they get too logical, guess what ends up happening? They make logical decisions, not emotional decisions, thinking about their bigger dreams. And when they make the logical decisions, they all of a sudden quit. And they go away. And they go back. And they retract to what they were doing before. And maybe around everybody, people could say you made the right decision. For the rest of your life, there's only one person who's going to do that you quit. You know who that one person is? You. And gradually a little bit of bitterness may enter your body because you're upset you quit. So your fuse is a little shorter. You're a little bit more upset. People are wondering why. No one knows why. Your wife asks you, what's on your mind? Sometimes I don't know what you're thinking. I say, I'm not thinking about nothing. Yeah, you are. I know you're thinking. I'm not thinking nothing. You leave me alone. I'm not thinking nothing right now. Babe, I've been married to you for 6 years. You're thinking about something. What is the matter with you? Leave me alone. What's on your mind, babe? No one's going to know. You are going to know. So what's the moral of the story here with this video? Next time you're by yourself in a car, no one else is around, things not going your way, you got to find a way to hype yourself up. You got to find your way to focus on the vision. You got to find your way to find a way to remind yourself of the dream and refuel yourself. Or else you're eventually going to be around all the crowd. But once you're around all the crowd, you're going backwards. Because to get to the next crowd, you kind of got to graduate this company. Because the reality is, now that you make it, you have so many people around you that think like you, support you, help you. They bought into the vision. They have respect for you because they've seen the toughness that you have, because they've seen you're somebody to follow, you're somebody to team up with, you're a running mate type of a person. Then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, I thought I was all by myself. Where'd all these people show up? Well, that's because you never quit. So, message is very simple. Whatever you're doing, if you're in a situation like this, you are not alone. Many other people have been in situations like this. It's almost mandatory to get to the next level, except they won in these moments. And I challenge you to do the same as well. Having said that, have a great week this week, wonderful week this week, and we'll do this again next week. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.